Hey guys, this is Cyberhorn92 here. I'm with who?
Cimo!
Alex Cimo here. And how was your regional for Vegas, by the way?
Pretty terrible. I scrubbed out, but that's okay. That's how the game goes. So
Alright.
it's okay. I went X3 after round 5, 6, something like that.
Did you have fun, by the way?
No, I have fun. That's why I play this game, is to have fun. I mean,
True.
Winning's awesome, but, you know, if I have fun with it, that's really why I play this game.
True.
So.
And can we see your deck list, by the way?
Yeah, sure. So I played Perform Mage, Magicians, the inferior version of Post Bosch Pepe, but it's okay. This deck is just fucking crazy with the stuff you can do. 3 Luster, nothing special there. 3 Plush Fire combos with Luster. 3 Juggler. I'll talk about this. 3 Mirror Conductor. I actually really like having 3 because I like having more food to pop with Luster, and also like the combo ability of using the versatility of Mirror Conductor is really good because you can actually make Ignister have 0 attack and make it run over really easy. And then I also run Ragnazero in the extra deck to combo with this because there's so many times you can summon this and then just overlay Ragnazero, pop whatever you altered the stat of, and then get a free draw, which can just really help you a lot in the mirror match as well as just a lot of really other odd scenarios. But I really like 3 of this. Some people only like run 1 or none, but I feel like 3 of this is like actually important.
True.
Finishing off the Perform Mages, 1 Trick Clown, 1 Hat Tricker. You never really want to see these. I mean, you only want to hit this off of Brilliant Fusion, and you only really want to search this like when you need it. But so other than that, that's that. So that's the Perform Mage aspect of it. 3 Joker. This card's going to get insane after Bosch, but for right now, it's okay because it essentially just like tutors the whole Magician engine right here. And I guess I can throw this in here too because this can actually search this. So this is good though because it does get this. So if you open like Joker Wisdom Eye, you can search the second one and just kind of go off. But I really don't like the other Magicians. Like I kind of just like using this as like free food for pendulums. But this is the ratio I like because like you have this for Pendulum Call. These are low scales, high scale. This sucks because we're in a no back row format, but you kind of need it. And then this is here because A, you can search it off of Joker, which is kind of cool. And you can also search it off the King of the Feral Imps, making it a low-scale search target. I feel like with the mirrors, I already have a lot of low scales, but I just like, I've had a lot of scenarios where I like having the Part Naga just because it just can come in handy that way.
True.
So that's it for the Magician part of it. 2 Garnets for Brilliant Fusion. Obviously, I cannot make myself come to play 1 because I'm not that good. And then for the last 4 monsters, Masked Chameleon is obvious just for all the synchro plays, Palomuro for the Naturia Beast play, and the double Max C. I feel like this is important because if you're going second in the mirror, you need a way to stop Pepe from making the Naturia Beast field, or if they do make it, you need to go like +5 from it essentially. So I feel like maining this was actually really key. I didn't really see it a whole lot, but I actually went, I think, like +3 with this card like 4 times for the short time that I was in the tournament. So I definitely feel like that was the right call. I wouldn't want to play 3 because I only wanted to see 1, and if I draw it in multiples, it's just going to mess up with my combos. For the spells, 3 Brilliant Fusion is obviously the best card. 3 Wavering Eyes, I guess, is actually the best card, but this gets you going, and then this just basically auto-wins you if you're playing Pendulums. Double Instant Fusion. Some people like playing 3 of this. I hate this card because if you draw it in multiples, it's dead. And I also just, it's very situational at times, and I hate just like really only using like the Norden on the Instant Fusion, like and not getting any value out of it. So I feel like only running 2 was the correct call, and it only came up in situations where I did get the plus with Norden, so I was actually really happy with that. And then Foolish for Trick Clown or Damage Juggler. There's really no other reason to use that. 1 Pendulum Call. This is something I guess I could talk about. A lot of people are recommending 3 of this or none of it. Essentially because it's like, the issue with this card is that if you're playing the Magicians, and like, if you're going like with Wisdom Eye or like any of these, if you Pendulum Call for them, you can't use Wisdom Eye, which sucks. And I feel like the best way you use the Magicians is, like I said before, just to get food in your extra deck. And so I only like this just because, like, if I don't have scales, it can get me scales, but I don't want to rely on it to get me there. So I liked having it as a one-of, and this I feel like was the correct call because I didn't really, I didn't want more of this because I usually would even just side this out because this card's like, it's good, but it really holds the deck back from what it can really do. And then the 1 warning, I wanted to play a 41st card because I wanted something that wasn't like Wavering Eyes that I could set and actually be a threat and could potentially like auto-win me any mirror or anything like that. And it was between this and Vanities. This is better because you can stop normal summons and things like that. So,
will you change your monster spells or trap lineup?
In all honesty, like, I actually really like this build. Like the only thing that really sucked was like I kept drawing like this in my like one of them, and the part Naga, like I didn't really use it in the tournament, but like in practice it was good. So like the part Naga could be something else. Quite honestly, I really like the monster lineup. I really think I would change a whole lot from it.
Would you play Vanity Emptiness?
I was also thinking just playing 42 and just playing Vanities just to be a troll, but I just decided against it in the end.
Okay.
So I'll do extra deck really quick.
All right.
Norden and Seraphonite. I just recycle these essentially because the extra deck is so tight.
True.
So I pretty much like am forced to only run one Norden. But again, like some people run like 3 Instant Fusion and like 1 Norden. I don't understand that. 2 you can like it's negligible.
True.
Synchros, 2 Ignister because it's like the best card ever. 1 Omega for recycling damage juggler, 1 Achiri Beast for locking people out. And then for the Xyz, Dweller, Kestel, Emerald, Imps, and then I guess I'll slide this up here. The Ragnazero, like I said, this, like if you're playing this deck, this could be anything. Like this was actually Diamond Dyer right before the tournament, but I wanted to combo it with Mirror Conductor. Trapeze, and then you got the Ptolemaeus, Constellar Diamond, Pleiades combo right there.
True.
That's it for that.
Pretty standard?
Pretty standard, yeah. Nothing too... Like, the Ragnazero is kind of like the only standout card there. Everything else. I was going to play Stardust, too, but again, like, the extra deck for this deck is so tight.
True.
It's, like, really hard to, like, pick one-ofs when they're going to be, like, situational rather than mandatory. Like, double Ignister. Like, I was down to 1 Ignister before, and then I ended up playing 2, like, all day.
True.
Side deck. 1 Breaker. Now, I know you wanted to ask me about this.
True.
So, Breaker's good for a few reasons. A, you can use it to pop your own plush fire in the scale.
True.
B, it's a spellcaster, so it has synergy and it's 4. And then really the other cool thing about this card is it's an out to anti-spell fragrance.
Oh, nice.
So, and since a lot of people like Cosmo or really like any deck that's not Pepe are playing that, MST is not going to work, or it will work just a turn later. So I just want to have an answer to anti-spell fragrance that's not MST essentially. So
True.
decided it in once, didn't really use it, but it's there. 2 Denko, I mean, that's for
obviously
any back row heavy deck, yeah. Quite honestly, I could play 3, and that'd be, like, great. 3 Veiler, these pretty much my ultimate first eds, they're beautiful. Essentially, these go in every time you're playing the mirror, and just in certain situations. These are going to become mandatory after Bosch in the main deck, because Wizard or Sorcerer is just too good of a card. Double Magical Spring, again, this is for the mirror or any other pendulum deck. If you lock them out, if their scales are high, you basically win because it's Graceful Charity at that point as well, so they really can't do anything. I was considering playing 3, but I feel like 2 was enough. Triple MST, like I said, you kind of need it. The 1 Regeki, I considered maining this, but then I ultimately decided just against it. But I sided it in a lot, so that's good. And then for every deck, Cosmo, Infernoid, triple Iron Wall. Doesn't really conflict with Damage Juggler at all, but that's pretty much it.
Couple questions for you. What do you think about this format right now?
This format's kind of a clusterfuck because like everything is just like Pepe is like a nest right now.
True.
Because it's like all over the place.
And plus, on resolve Wavering Eye, just win the game. Basically.
Exactly. Like Wavering Eyes auto wins you a game, and even like when Pepe's at full power, I was gonna say when Bosch at full power, but when Pepe's at full power, the game's basically gonna be at the same place where Wavering Eyes is gonna just auto win you the game.
True.
It's just weird. What's interesting about the regionals, there's so many other decks. Like you see, like Cosmo can actually hold its own just depending, but like seeing how these decks adapt to like this I don't know, like this conglomerate of a deck right now that is like Pepe Magician or like Pure Magician. It's really interesting. So it'll be interesting after Bosch because we're gonna have a lot more fun stuff to deal with.
True. Are you ready for Bosch when it's coming out very soon?
I'm so ready for Bosch. I already have a case coming. Bosch is going to be really interesting because Fiendish Rhino Warrior comes out for BA, which I'm super excited for.
True.
We have Solemn Strike now,
Yeah.
I think it's called.
Yeah.
Solemn Strike,
so.
Cyber Dragon Infinity, Rafflesia,
Mermel.
Neptibus.
Yep.
There's a lot of really fun stuff coming out in Bosch, so it's gonna shake the game up quite a bit. I mean, like I said, we're gonna have full power Pepe, but there's gonna be a lot of other fun stuff to work with too.
Are you ready for the Monarchs coming out too?
Oh, for the what?
The Monarch structure deck?
Oh yeah, Monarchs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Monarchs, for those people who don't know, that was actually my first competitive deck.
True.
So I'm actually super excited to be able to kind of relive my youth and go back, even though the deck plays completely different than when it was like Ryza, tribute for another Monarch, and just like kind of just like win from there. But No, the new Monarchs, assuming we get the field spell, because I don't know if they confirmed we're getting that yet.
True.
That's going to be like the best like competitive like straight out of the structure deck.
It's like
kind of deck you can play.
It's like a Vanity Emptiness that your opponent cannot go extra deck monster.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I mean, it's like basically you can go and it's like Vanity's Emptiness for the extra deck, and on top of it, it's just like Erebus is incredibly powerful.
True.
And the deck's just so good.
Would you like to make any shoutouts before we go?
Shoutouts to everyone at the Vegas Regional, all like 145 of us, because that was pretty pathetic. No, I'm just kidding. I know it was New Year's. I know there's a lot of people here, but no, shoutouts to everyone in Vegas, all my friends, who are at the shops and stuff. They're some of my favorite people to hang out with, so couldn't be happier. And yeah, that's about it.
And that's up YouTube, and thanks for watching this video, and check out Cimo. I will put in the links below. And anything else to say before we go?
Cimo!